never notice a measly 25,000 missing. What's happening?
Muttering to herself. Bezeling as fast as her little hands can type.
Couldn't keep her money-grubbing hands off that till.
Hello?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I don't know what you mean.
Don't give me that. You're sitting right in front of the computer right now.
I am not. I'm in the bathtub.
Don't lie to me. I can see what's happening on my own screen, you yutz. You promised you'd keep your paws off his money.
That's before I needed the 25,000, Keith. You're not going to stop me from this chance at making all this money. Especially when my good friend won't lend it to me. I'm going to have to resort to my husband. Or at least his money transfer terminal. Oh, and I'm not going to forget about you, Keith. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to borrow some more to put in your re-election campaign fund.
You do that, and I'm telling you I'm going to get you.
Just watch your screen, sweetheart. You'll see it. Let's see now. Keith in 88. Let's see. 0, 0, 0, 0.
Stop!
0.
All right, okay, all right. I'll give you the $25,000. Just clear the screen and get away from that computer.
Yes, sir. You get my vote, Mr. Timmons. What happened?
She got a phone call and she stopped. She stopped doing everything. We got nothing on her yet.
I can't believe you set this whole thing up without telling me.
Yeah, I thought you'd be pleased.
It's not like I'm going out to meet your folks. I've met your folks.
Victoria, this dinner tonight is a first step in smoothing things over.
Mason, your father does not like me. I mean, I'm not wild about him either after he had somebody break in here and search my house.
You have to realize that my father can go to extremes when he thinks he's protecting the family. But once you're a member of that family...
Wait a minute. I am not marrying your family. I am marrying you.
I'm afraid when you wear the cap, well, it's a package deal.
Mason, I'm just not ready to sit down and have a casual meal with your family. It's hypocritical.
Victoria, you have to realize that my family has a number of these functions every year, but they're generally public. I thought it better to iron things out in private rather than initiate a relationship with all of Santa Barbara watching.
Is that what I'm doing this evening with your family, initiating a relationship?
I just plan to announce formally to the family, except for Kelly, that you and I are going to be married. Dad and Sophia are the only ones who know so far.
I see. Is Eden going to be there?
She's been invited, yeah.
Yeah. And Cruz?
Yeah, Cruz will probably be there, too. Victoria, I didn't plan this as something for you to get all worked up over.
Mason, just promise me that deep down, you and I causing a scene is not what you want.
Maybe deep down, I just want to show you off. That's
sweet of you. And I know I'm going to have to do this sooner or later, but now...
But you don't want to do it tonight. Fine, I'll cancel
No,
that.
fine.
No
We
problem.
will go to dinner. We will. But I think it's very naive of you to think that anyone in your family is going to welcome me with open arms.
We could let that go.
It could be about Kelly.
Yeah.
Inspector Castillo?
Let me guess, Mel. Timmons wants me back at the station. He forgot to add aiding and abetting to the list of charges against me.
No, it's nothing like that. I heard some scuttlebutt in the street, and I thought you should know about it.
I quit the force effective today. Maybe you should take your scuttlebutt.
I know you quit. I know why. Look, you're the only investigator who's worth a damn. Timmons has everybody under his thumb. And this is about Kelly Capwell.
What do you got?
I got a tourist who was on the sightseeing bus that Capwell girl was apparently on. You want to talk to the guy?
Oh, man, you know I do, but if I go waltzing into that station right now...
He's not at the station. I got him at a restaurant waiting to talk to us.
You're a saint. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm parked right out front.
All right. big on, sir. I gotta get on this right now. Why don't you go to the dinner and make my apologies to Mason and your family?
No, forget about the dinner. I'm coming with you.
Eden, come on
I'm
now.
coming with you. I'm coming with you.
You're coming with me. You're coming with me, baby. Get out the door.
What, your claustrophobia? We've been in tighter spots than this, remember?
Yeah, I'd rather not at the moment.
Tory.
He's gone.
You better do something about that claustrophobia of yours. Well, in case you plan on being an astronaut or something.
Hey, look, you think it's funny? Well, I don't. I happen to hate that. Now, being in that closet must be what it's like being in a jail cell.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all right?
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's just that when the panic strikes, the first thing to go is the sense of humor, you know?
Hi. How was your first day on a new job?
It's going to be okay.
Yeah?
I take it you haven't spoken to Caroline.
No, I haven't. I have no intention of doing so.
Lionel, don't you even wonder what kind of explanation she has for letting Al stay in that hospital?
Julia, it is over between Caroline and me. I don't want to hear any explanations. So why don't we not waste our day talking about it? Excuse me.
Lionel.
That's him over there, Inspector.
Great, let's talk to him.
He's nervous naturally, and his English goes in and out. He just might clam up if we all go rushing over there.
All right, well, why don't you talk to him?
Alone?
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the door. You know, Timmons has eyes all over the place.
Okay, look, I know you're putting yourself on the line, Mel. I really appreciate it.
Look, we all know how you operate, Inspector. We want things done the right way.
Thanks.
Julia?
Oh,
Hi. Coming from work?
Yeah, I just started a new job. I joined the firm at Smith Caulfield in McKenna.
Well, they're wonderful. They helped us with the Walton merger last year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, you know, Mason would give his IT to have a job like that.
Oh, I don't think Mason's very interested in a career right now.
No, I know he's been looking.
Yeah. He has to keep Victoria in the style that she's accustomed to. Now that they're getting married.
Married? Victoria Lane and Mason.
Eden, I'm sorry. I just assumed that you would know about
when could... Julia, he had to be joking with you.
I'm afraid it's no joke, Eden. Look, I know that Victoria caused a lot of problems between you and Cruz, and I shouldn't have said anything to you about this.
No, really. It's all right. I'm just very surprised.
Yeah, Mason likes to keep us all guessing.
You know, just between you and me, I asked him about Victoria. He was evasive. I mean, obviously, he was trying to hide something. I just had to be it. You know, he called the family dinner tonight. I bet you it's to announce this engagement.
I'm sure that he's very proud of her. And he must love her very much.
Hi, Eden.
Lionel, hi. Excuse me. Bye, Julia.
Bye, Eden.
I came back to apologize. Did I interrupt something?
No. I think I just dropped a bombshell on Eden without her realizing it.
Then how come you look worse than she did?
Lionel. Mason is going to marry Victoria.
I think we're on to something.
About Kelly?
Yeah, he said that a young couple got on his sightseeing bus and caused a big commotion. That the guy had one of a pair of handcuffs around one wrist.
Gotta be Jeffrey, right? I mean, something must have happened. A close call or something, right? We're lucky the tourist guy didn't turn him in.
Yeah, well, he said he almost did, but he thought it might be a custom among California youth. I think he was kidding.
Well, what now? I mean, do you know where they got off the tour bus?
Yeah, I do. I have an idea, but I'm going to go alone this time. I think it's going to be hard enough for me to shake Keith's men as it is by myself. So you just go to the dinner tonight and act as if nothing's going on. I'll hook up with you tonight at the house.
Okay.
Okay? All right, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just worried about Kelly, that's all.
Hey. Leave her to me for now. Just have a good time. I'm sorry.
Good evening, Victoria. You, look lovely, as usual.
Thank you, Mr. Capo. Good evening, Sophia.
It's very nice to see you.
In setting this whole thing up this evening, I forgot to mention it to Victoria, but she was very kind in overlooking the short notice.
Well, we're very glad you did.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's kind of you to have me in your home.
Thank you.
So, where are Ted and Haley? Upstairs?
No. They're not home, but they should be here shortly.
And did Eden RSVP?
Yes, well, she and Cruz plan to come, certainly.
There just may be a confusion about the time.
See.
I don't think we really have to wait for anybody else before we make a toast to our special guest. May I welcome you to our house, Victoria? I want you to feel always welcome here. And we have reason to believe that you and Mason will have a long and happy life together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hear, hear. I'll have Pat get you something else, Tory.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Miss After we have long-distance phone calls.
Sure, Nick. Well, I told you that they'd welcome you.
Oh, yes, everybody's so comfortable just chatting away.
You have to realize that Dad and Sophia are both kind of protective people. They get a little wary when somebody's about to bridge the gap between family and personal relationship.
Yes, well, it's going to take me a while to feel comfortable with them, too.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he's my father, and I rarely feel comfortable with him.
You know, when you get right down to it, you and I are just getting to know one another as well.
A task I'm taking immense pleasure in. You know, Victoria, I think we should decide, no matter what's ahead. We'll take it together, one step at a time.
Cece thinks this is the investment opportunity of a lifetime.
You sound like a used car salesman.
The company is coming out with the first birth control pill for men.
It doesn't say anything here about a birth control
Well,
for
what
men.
do you think they want to tell the world? Cece has inside information. Tycoons talk to each other, not to the press.
You know, you can make a killing here. You know, there must be millions of men out there that'd rather take a pill than to get the big V.
Big V.
Snip, snip.
I'm sure there's millions of women that would rather have men taking the pill so they wouldn't have to get the big H.
The big H?
Husbands, darling. Now, of course, I'm not referring to women like myself. But let's get back to business. 25,000 could turn into 2.5 million overnight. That's what Cece said.
Well, yeah, that could be very, that could be
Just
very,
give me the money, the
very-
25,000
not so fast. Not so fast here.
Will you stop playing games with me? You said you'd give me the money. Now hand it over. Don't play games or you won't even need the big V.
Woo! Don't threaten me. I'll give you the money, but on one condition.
What?
That we split it 50-50. It's my money.
I gave it to you.
You gave it to me, so it's a gift. I get it, isn't it? Or are you an Indian giver?
All right, Keith. 50-50. That sounds fair, I guess.
Fair? No. Fair doesn't exactly have the right ring to it from you. I'd like something more like, Keith, I swear I'll give you 50-50, or may God strike me dead. And then I want you to sign a piece of paper here.
fine. I'll sign. I'm glad we have a relationship built on mutual trust, darling.
It should be built on mutual funds, because I trust you just about as much as you trust me.
As far as we don't both carry shotguns. You know,
what?
I used to like figures that had a couple of zeros in them. Now I want 4, 5, or 6 zeros.
I heard that. I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know, I should find some way to thank you personally. Get this button that does.
Rip it, rip it. Boy, you know, talking money sure turns you on, doesn't it?
You should try cash next time and see what happens.
Wait. Yeah. Wait, what? When? Where? Yeah.
What are you doing?
Cruz just made his move. My men tracked him right across from the university to the park.
What, do you think he's going to try to contact Kelly?
No, he's going to have a comparative study of literature there. Of course it's about Kelly, and it's the last nail in his coffin.
Looks like this is the only place they leave unlocked at night.
I think we'll be all right. The guards don't seem to be checking to us. What's that sad piece again?
It's a love song. You didn't seem to mind the one in the jukebox.
Well, this is pretty, too. I just don't like love songs to be sad, I guess.
Why not? I mean, love can be sad.
But it shouldn't be.
Well, what, it should be all giggles and good times, then?
I don't know. I guess it's different for everyone.
Well, how would Kelly Capel describe love to herself?
A kind of peace where you feel completely at ease with everything and everything makes sense in life.
Well, what about love sickness, then?
Oh, I remember that. First guy I ever had a crush on was Joe in high school. I was so excited I couldn't sleep at nights, and I mean, I'm sure I was confused, too, at the same time. But I was just learning about love then.
And now you know everything there is to know about it.
I'm probably still learning.
Well, love in Shakespeare and at the cinema is one thing. But in real life, it's never the perfect cure all emotion. I mean, how often do people have that mutual feeling together?
What happens?
Like with you and Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never jealous of things that people have. Their money, their houses. But I am of the things they've felt and done that I haven't. I'm jealous of you. And I hope someday you can find that kind of love again.
I will. So have you ever been in love?
So far, just infatuated. That's okay for the time being. I mean, there's still plenty for me to accomplish before I'm ready to fall in love and find that peace you talked about.
Like what?
Sorry?
What is it that you have to accomplish first?
First thing I need to accomplish is to get us out of the range of the long hand of Mr. Timmons.
Why do you always do that?
What?
You shut me out. I mean, Jeffrey, all this time we've been spending together, and I don't feel any closer to you today than I did 4 weeks ago.
You don't?
No. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know you any better. Tell me what you're hiding. What are you afraid of?
Look, you said before that you don't know me any better than when we first met, so I think it's best that we just keep it that way, okay?
Jeffrey, maybe there were a few moments at one time when I did feel close to you, or at least I wanted to very much.
Listen, Kelly, because of our situation and our being forced together, we've quite naturally become, dependent on each other.
Don't you think it's about time you were a little more honest than that?
I know what my feelings are and what my purpose is, and nothing is going to distract me from that.
Oh, so what, I'm your distraction?
I didn't say that, did I?
Oh, Jeffrey, come on, I'm not a fool. I know your purpose for being here is because you have this interest in my family.
Look, you don't know a bloody thing.
Yes, I do know. You're wearing the same ring Meyson wears. You've insinuated yourself into my family and into my feelings. And now you're backing off because you're afraid I might interfere with whatever your grand purpose is instead
Hey,
of
look,
our...
enough, okay? Oh, damn, here we go again.
Look, you don't have to tell me. All right, I know. And as irrational as this is, I just feel this terrible grief. Like the most important person in the world to me has just died.
Mason ever give you any reason to believe that he was going to marry you?
No. No, but then again, I didn't. No, he didn't.
Now it's time to let go, isn't it? Julia, listen to me. Listen to me. It is time to get hold of your own life. Give up these fantasies about marrying Mason. Now, don't misunderstand me. If you had ever really wanted to marry him in the first place, then I'd feel bad. But all you knew was exactly what you got. You wanted a father for your old child. And you didn't have any hope of having anything else, right?
I know. I know, but I didn't know that I was going to become attached. And now that I'm carrying this baby, there isn't a minute that goes by where something doesn't remind me of how much I miss him.
Well, I know what I said was cruel. It may have sounded cruel, at least. But there is hope. But there's hope with someone else.
I don't want anyone else. Look, I'm going to have my baby. And Mason is going to have himself a new wife. And we are all going to live happily ever after, right?
So, do you have any idea where you're going to move after you get married?
No, we really haven't discussed it. You know, everything's happening so quickly.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe you should start looking for a place in Montecito. It's a wonderful place to live. You can set down roots right there.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty. Well, Eden, glad you can make it.
I'm not staying for dinner. I already heard the two of you are engaged.
Well, I'm happy to confirm the rumor.
Maybe you all would like to discuss this privately. I know it's an awkward situation.
No,
Thank you. I think that would be a good idea.
Victoria, let me show you a study.
Is that any way to treat a guest? Any guest, much less somebody who's going to be a member of the family?
What do you expect from me, Mason? You want me to come gushing forth full of compliments and good cheer? Is that what you want? Anyway, Victoria would know it would be all phony. You know what she's done to Cruz and you know how she gets.
I know a great deal about Victoria, Eden, and the more I find out, the more I want to marry her. If you'll excuse me, I don't intend to leave my fiancée alone in another room while you lecture me on her lack of qualifications to be my wife.
Daddy, did you know about this before?
Yes, darling, I knew about the proposal.
And it doesn't make any difference to you? You don't care? That woman broke off my engagement, threw herself at my boyfriend, and when it didn't work out, she snaps up Mason on the rebound?
Darling.
How can you not be outraged, Daddy?
Now do you know I thought this wasn't such a good idea?
Eden was just shocked to find out, that's all. It didn't help that she heard it somewhere else before I had a chance to tell her.
She's never going to accept this, Mason.
Well, I think you're wrong. I know Eden. Once she realizes it's what we both want, she'll come around. Come in.
I was hoping I might be able to talk to Victoria for a minute, if you don't mind, Mason.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
I'd like to know exactly what it is you think you're up to.
Your brother and I are getting married.
I see, so you just happened to fall in love with my brother.
No, I didn't just happen to. No man has ever been as kind, as loving, or as understanding as Mason has. I wish he wasn't your brother, but that's just the way it is. And I'm not going to let that stand in the way of our happiness.
You sound very determined.
Yes, I am. And it's something that you and I are going to have to live with. Now, even we can do it as friends or just relatives. Your choice.
You know, for a long time, I really hoped that you would fall in love with someone other than Cruz, so I felt that you were over him, but... Meyson.
Eden, you of all people know that we have no control over whom we fall in love with.
Well, obviously we've both come a long way, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. I hope you and Meyson will be very happy together.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you were civilized.
Possibly. I'm sorry, but you had to know that it would take some getting used to. And I'd like to be the one to tell Cruz, if you don't mind.
Good.
You said you love her.
I'm sure I did.
How did it get that far, Meyson?
It was almost accidental. I started out doing a few favors for her. Next thing I knew, I wanted to take care of her. It's a shame you two aren't closer, the way you and Mary were, but...
Well, you know the problems Victoria and I have had.
Yeah, I think you both made a lot of mistakes. I think even you would admit that. You and Cruz have recovered pretty well. I think Victoria deserves the same opportunity, don't you?
I agree. I hope it works out for you, Meyson.
It has to, Eden.
Don't tell me Cece's had another heart attack.
No, Mason's getting married, Gina.
Then I'm Queen Victoria.
But you're not Victoria Lane, and that's who Mason's marrying.
Aren't you going to congratulate me, Gina?
You can't be getting married.
Oh, I can and will. It's all arranged.
We told you that this was just for family, didn't we?
Victoria, I don't think you've met my wicked stepmother, Victoria Lane, Gina Capwell.
How do you do? What did you do to him?
I beg your pardon?
How did you get him to marry you? Well, what are you, pregnant or something?
Gina, I won't have you attacking my fiancé.
But you can't marry her. I mean, I thought that...
Don't be foolish, Gina. It's all planned.
But you can unplan it. Because I thought that...
You know what you've thought, Gina, and you've always thought wrong, obviously.
Did I miss something here?
It's just another of her sick fantasies crashing down around her ears.
You have to understand that somehow Gina thought that Meyson was reserved for her.
Nice to finally know who I've been reserved for all these years.
What does it take for you to learn, Castillo? College course?
Oh, how'd you guess? You know, Keith, wouldn't hurt you to take a couple of classes. Maybe chess for beginners, law.
Oh, I know law. And I know about the sightseeing bus Kelly and the Brit were spotted, and I know about the cop that came to you. He's been suspended, by the way, so don't try to get any information out of him.
Man, if you weren't the DA, I'd swear...
If I wasn't the DA, what? I'm dying. I'm fascinated to know the combinations of brilliant words that are going to follow from that. If I wasn't the DA, what? We wouldn't be such good friends. You'd punch me in the mouth.
You're in my way. It makes me want to move you.
Let's say I'm not the district attorney, okay? You want to take me outside and settle this like a man? Isn't that the way you macho type Neanderthals put it.
When this is over, I'll show you exactly how we put it.
When this is over, you're gonna be making some new and intimate friends behind bars. Remember, when you get there, don't drop the soap.
Doesn't seem to be anybody in this room.
Time to wake up, Dan.
Well, how long have I been asleep?
About 3 hours.
The brain waves were really popping the needle before.
Do you remember what you were dreaming?
Yeah. Yeah, there was this beautiful... Well, she was a lot like Madonna. Hey, I'm not going to tell you guys about it.
Hey, write it down in your diary and the professor will take a look at it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd have a lot more to write down if you wouldn't have woken me up so soon. It doesn't look like that anyone's going to be back here tonight. So we'll take turns in sleeping. You can take the first shift.
No, it's all right. You take it. I'm going to hook you up and monitor your dreams.
I don't have any dreams. At least not yet.
I mean, not until you finish this mysterious, unfinished business you have.
You stop trying to pick my brain and get some sleep. You're going to need it.
You know, when I first met you, I thought it was interesting that you were so mysterious. Now it scares me.
Here they are. For breakfast.
Hey, it's only a dream. It's all right. We're having a bad dream. It's okay.
Nothing on Kelly?
No, but I got the head of the university security department working on it. He's going to let us know if anything comes in. I did run into Keith again. I got to tell you, the man was born to push my buttons. One of these days, I'm going to take his face off of his bones. What's wrong with you?
Victoria Lane's marrying Meyson.
What? That's out of the blue, isn't it? Well, I guess I have been paying attention. I didn't even know the two of them had something going.
Well, I knew there was something going on. I just didn't think it was very serious.
Huh. Well, if that's what they both want, I think that's terrific. I mean, God knows Meyson has needed somebody. So is Tory, for that matter. I hope they're both happy. Is that why there was, What are you smiling about? I do hope they'll be happy.
I know. You don't care that Victoria's getting married?
Oh, baby. There's only one person on Earth whose marriage plans I'm interested in.
Who's that? You know, we really did something tonight.
What's that?
When we both found out about Mason and Victoria, we didn't take a step backward.
No. There's not going to be any more steps backwards for us. From now on, we're going to move in one direction. Well, maybe more than one direction on occasion.
What are you doing? This late. Well, I don't believe it. The Queen of Callous shedding tears.
Oh, shut up, Keith. I guess I should have known a lot better than to expect any sympathy from you.
What is it? You turned Brandon against you? Bad news for Lily? Haley? I'm fresh out of reasons why you might be moved to tears, dear.
Mason's getting married.
Is that what you're crying about?
Yes. I had this hope that someday he and I...
You married the man's father for the second time.
I know. I just thought that when I divorced Cece this time, that I could make Mason understand. You see, he does understand. And not just one side of me, but all of me. Better than any other man ever has. I thought I could make him realize that he loves me.
You always were hung up on that guy, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
Being your lover is not exactly thrilling to hear news like that.
We're not lovers, Keith. Not really. No. We use each other. We both know it. It works out pretty well. In and out of bed. But we're not lovers.
I don't know. It felt like we were doing more than using each other. Felt like it went a little deeper than that.
Now you're just trying to make me feel better.
No, I'm not. Yes, I am. You know, it's not the end of the world. You're going to be a rich lady. Just think of us both rolling naked in all that gorgeous money.
You really know how to make me feel better.
Being brave. I just want to be close to somebody tonight.
All right. Okay.
Come over here. I'm going to show you something.
What?
All right, sit down. What do you think of this?
Wow, it's beautiful.
Now, I called this chapel in Big Sur, and they can marry us there next month. Now, if we have the wedding at about 5 o'clock, the whole background will be the sun setting over the ocean. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
I don't think we should wait.
What?
We can get married tomorrow in Guadalajara.
What are you thinking?
Nothing.
You planning something?
Maybe.
A surprise party?
No, no surprise party. I was thinking about a day we could get married.
Well, I already know when that's going to happen.
You do?
Yeah. As soon as all this is over. As soon as Kelly is safe, back home, free and clear. The very next day, you and I are going to become husband and wife.
Just one more night.
Let me explain it to you.
Авторы сценария Бриджит Добсон, Джером Добсон. Режиссер Майкл Глиона. Телесериал «Санта-Барбара» подготовлен к показу российской государственной телекомпании «Русское видео».